Yo, we are back. We are back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know I'm like 13 minutes late, chat, but I'm still on time. You know what I'm saying? Mm, mm, mm. We are back with another stream. Stream numero dos, chat. Stream numero dos. Doom, doom, doom. We getting ready to start this motherfucker. Yeah, 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 yeah. What's good, Mike? Welcome back, bro. My dog took forever to take outside, and then I ran to get food instead of call. I order in because I didn't want to pay all the extra fees. It gets pretty expensive to order food through Uber Eats and DoorDash. So I was like, bro, I'm just gonna run up the street because I live like a couple blocks away from a bunch of different places, and then the place I picked had like 10 cars in line, so I sat there for a good 30 minutes. Yeah, more like 20. And so I was late starting my stream, but it said that my stream time said, I know I put 15 minutes before the hour, and it said that I wasn't scheduled to go to live till like right now. So I don't know, but we live right now. We got some real ones pulling up to the building. I left the bitches at home in the back. You know what I'm saying? They're cooking and cleaning. So we live for stream numero dos for the day, and we got Mike Rouse pulling up. JB, what's good? Good to see you again, Patrick. Thank you for rejoining the stream. I appreciate y'all joining the second one almost more than I do the first one, because I think sometimes when streamers go live twice, it can be a little much, especially if the follow, like if I'm not a big name content creator, nothing like that. So if y'all had other shit to do with your day and you didn't make the second stream, I wouldn't hold it against you. But it's nice to see you guys come back. It really made me smile. So appreciate y'all. I don't know what's going on with the fucking stream. So it starts and then my shit cuts out as soon as it starts. Nice. If that's how this stream's gonna go tonight. Wait, what's happening here, man? My shit just completely bombed. Oh, for real? That's what we doing? Future. What's good, dog? I'm my stream was running my main event feed that I had going, and then it, as soon as the little "will begin shortly" left, it just froze and I can't get it back. So I'm guessing everybody's overloading the server. Let's go back one, shall we? Let's go back one. Now let's see if this clears it out. Where's wrestling? Right there, bang. Is anybody watching Collision by chance? Who would like to be banned from my stream? Anybody watching Collision? Damn, it is smoggy in New York today, huh, chat? The timer said this stream was scheduled for tomorrow. I swear when I made this stream, I know I put it for July 18th. at 4:45. I looked at it last night. So then when I come back from getting my food, it says, "Oh, you can go live now," but even though you're early. I didn't see that the date was for tomorrow. I just thought that it said from 5 o'clock today, which would be like 3 minutes ago. But either way, it was wrong. So anyway, I'm always a day off, chat. Sorry. My bad, my bad. I'm going to go put my other drink in the fridge. Be right back. Okay, we don't need you to introduce the fucking card for 10 minutes, Joe Tessitore. God. Like, what the fuck, bro? So somebody told Lyra, you got to go heal now, and that means you have to be on TV without makeup. She was probably like, hooray. Lainey Reed is finer than a motherfucker, chat. I ain't gonna lie. She is fine as all hell. Like one of the finest. What's going on with my food, chat? I'm gonna eat while I stream, sorry. So I might be muting and shit. You might see me chewing and not doing a lot of talking. I know, they turned her into Sister Abigail, huh? Mike Rouse, I take that comment to mean that you are watching Collision. How do you watch Main Event and Collision at the same time? I almost had another sneeze. I was trying to stuff it. I was trying to force its way out. Did he just say this is the first time Saturday night's main event has been in Madison Square Garden in 19 years? Did they not do Saturday night's main event last year in Madison Square Garden, or am I high? Was that not MSG with Seth Rollins and CM Punk? Am I tripping? I swear that was MSG. Are we blatantly lying to the audience now? Is that what's happening here? Oh, hello. Hello, sweeties. Laney Reed's telling the fans, get off of me. They wouldn't have televised a regular house show. I'm pretty sure it was a Saturday night's main event. Or do you mean like it was just like a regular like Monday Night Raw type shit? Maybe it was Raw. I swear I thought it was Saturday night's main event. Because we were talking about John Cena. When was his retirement match? Wasn't that a Saturday night's main event? Oh my god. Oh no. Yeah. Mm. I've made a mess. I made a mess all over my shorts. Pause. Oh no. Good, let's get this over with. It was. Wait, it was what? It was a Raw or it was a Saturday night's main event, Patrick? Oh, John Cena's retirement was in Washington, D.C. Yes, I remember now. I thought that was Madison Square Garden. I'm tripping. So the Madison Square Garden was a Raw show. Got you. What in the NXT is this match? I'm actually hoping Fatal Influence wins and we end this little lame ass experiment. Nice little nostalgia run for Paige, but I think when Nikki Bella comes back, she's gone. Nikki Bella gets injured right as the Bella twins make their comeback for their little retirement run, and she got to watch Paige hold her title the whole time. Paige has been wrestling as Nikki Bella's retirement run this whole time. So by the time Nikki comes back, are they still going to be a thing? Are we going to hit their retirement match before she's ready to wrestle? Weird to have another wrestler wrestling for you in your retirement match, probably. Why does it say Okerlund under? Why is it saying Okerlund underneath their names? Fatal Influence is on the main roster now, Future. They're not in NXT anymore. And then Fallon Henley walking around doing yes, yes, yes in the ring and shit. Okay. Y'all smash that thumbs up for me, please. If anybody else is live, Mike Rouse, go into their chat and try to snipe viewers. If Denise is live right now, go snag some viewers for me. CEO Denise, Hoolie's live. I need to borrow some folks right quick. You know, I might not have the numbers. I might not have all the bells and whistles. I don't know. My voice could be equally as cringe to listen to as hers. Hers is just very shrill and high pitched. Mine could be very monotone and like Bueller. Anyone? Anybody know who Ben Stein is? I feel like when I talk, I sound like him. Not gonna lie. Bree mode. Damn, I had more people for my soccer stream than for main event. I know Otis is working, so he won't be in here. Who's all here? Future, Mike Rouse, and Patrick Palmer. Are y'all the three that are here? My stream chat. Sorry, I was texting my father, but my stream is literally boo boo. It keeps buffering like every 5 seconds. So I'm gonna go to a different site. Hold on. Oh, we got UFC Fight Night. Duplessis versus Usman. Where's WWE? Has WWE figured out how to block it? Nah. Interesting. I think they shut down one of my sites, chat. That was the site I was watching the soccer game on. I think is gone. What? I'm gonna reopen a new window. Let's try again. I've missed like most of this opening match. Bree mode. I'm gonna go back to my other site I was using. See if that's back working. I don't know. WWE might have cooked me, chat. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. I got it. I got the match on. I'm a little bit behind y'all. Fallon Henley just clotheslined Paige. She just ran from outside the ring into the ring and clotheslined Paige. Guardian! How we doing, bro? Told you. The experiment's over. Thank God. So they got out of the ring and they're walking up the ramp, but they didn't want to receive their belts, or Fallon Henley's got it, busted her tooth out. New champs. That means JC Jane's getting gold soon. Maybe JC Jane will become women's United States champ. Fatal influence, huh? Yeah, the weather's very hazy and smoggy today in New York City. It looked like watching the commentary booth halftime on the soccer game. They were in New York City, even though the game was played in Miami, and you couldn't see none of the buildings behind them. It was just like a wall of white. You could kind of see the shape of the buildings through the thick smog, but I was like, I've never seen New York like that. Okay, we got Sami Zayn. Wow, they've been putting tanner on Sami Zayn. He's not so pasty. He's got tan on his face. What's Kathy Kelly got that look on her face for? is Kathy Kelly doing with her facial expressions? What the fuck? Nah, he's not going back to conspiracy, Sammy. Hope he's not. I need him to cut his fucking hair. Mayor Ma'am Shani's fault. Are we gonna get Gunther versus Sami Zayn at SummerSlam? Omaha born and bred, Terrence Crawford. That's what's up. From the hometown. Boo! Boo! He's wearing LA gear. Wait, they already wrestled on the countdown show? I didn't even know there was a countdown show. So we're not getting Trick Williams versus Laredo Kid because it already fucking happened. That was the one match I was looking fucking for. That was the one match I was looking forward to, chat, on this whole show. Why would you have a pre-show? They don't have a pre-show for Raw or SmackDown. And now we got to do Danhausen shit. Bullshit, fucking bullshit. Chat. Oh well. This is only going to be 2 hours long. The production on this, I don't know if y'all's Peacock is like glitching out or your Netflix is glitching out, but if it is, bro, what's going on with the production of this show? I can't get it to stay on my screen for like 5 seconds without it buffering. Yeah, we need NXT Sammy for sure. Very nice, very evil. I hope he's not going to be conspiracy Sammy. I really fucking. I just want to see OG Sami Zayn back. Chat, do you think Kevin Owens returns tonight? Or do you think Mike Santana shows up? With the only interesting match on the card being on the pre-show, Fatal Influence becoming the new women's tag team champions. I'm not really sure what Triple H meant when he said tonight was going to be special. It was going to be over at a special time. I don't know. Okay, the Curse Father. So how does WWE still manage to sell tickets to this kind of shit, bro? It's really perplexing and mind-boggling. Is Liv going to talk? I really wish my stream would stay. Well, I was telling Otis earlier, I don't think they'd bring Mike Santana during a big PLE. His name value, he don't have the name value. There's like the star power to do some shit like that. Like he'd show up and I think half the crowd would go, "Who's that?" I think only the hardcore wrestling fans gonna know who Mike Santana is, not just the WWE cash. So if Mike Santana comes out, he should come out at New York City. Oh, somebody just threw some shit at JD McDonough. Um, I'd bring Mike Santana out tonight in his hometown and not wait until SummerSlam. Yeah, I don't, Patrick, I don't think KO's showing up tonight either, to be quite honest with you. Please, chat, my stream is still buffering, bro. You. Curse. Oh, Chad, who's going to come out of his time machine tonight? Someone's coming out of the cloning machine. It's there. So who's coming out of the cloning machine? Who's he cloning, chat? Oh, Danhausen's wearing New York Knicks colored attire. Jesus. What happened to Alicia Taylor? Did they let her go? God, I wish I was still watching soccer. I'm not going to lie. I could have watched England versus France for 3 more hours instead of this shit. Can we get the ballers back out on the field, please? That was hella more entertaining. No wonder there was more people in that stream than this one. This shit sucks. Yeah, no, it's not going to let me fucking... I wonder what's causing my stream to do this. Um, I know it's high internet traffic time where I live right now, so I'm sure everybody's on the pinging the server, the cell towers and shit, but okay, so UFC Fight Night's out on this stream, but when I click on the WWE stream, they blocked it. They fucking blocked it. That has to be what it is. Fuck, chat. Damn, I might have to end the stream early. So one of my stream sites is down completely, and then the other one just keeps buffering like crazy. So well, future. I think part of that reason is because we still don't have a full card fleshed out yet. There's still half of the card missing. There's only one night's worth of shows. We need 12 matches, and we've only got 6. So we have 6 matches a night. Why they're taking their sweet time and doing a last minute build? Do they expect people to just make last minute plane tickets and hotel bookings and shit to pay top price? Like when you book a plane ticket and you got to fly within the 5 days of you booking it, you're paying up the ass for that. Yeah, for sure. The ticket prices are egregious. But that's the thing. If you're booking a hotel and a flight, you want to book that as far out as possible. And WWE hasn't even fleshed out a full fucking SummerSlam card. Okay, take one of the nights away then. How about that? Just give us one night. We only need one night. We don't need 2 nights of dog shit. JD McDonough is literally wiping the paint off of Danhausen's face. Minneapolis is not whack. I will have no shit talking about Minnesota in my stream. I love Minnesota. Minneapolis is St. Paul is a beautiful city. There's hella shit to do in Minnesota if you're outdoorsy. You just drive through a neighborhood. Go to the next block, look over. Holy shit, there's a gigantic lake in the middle of this neighborhood. Drive 2 more blocks. Holy shit, a massive lake. 2 more blocks. Huh? Just massive lakes everywhere, every couple of blocks. And neighborhoods, it's just house, house, house. Giant lake, house, 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 house. And every lake has tons of people out on the beachfront, swimming, jogging, riding bikes. Where did my stepdad take me? I think to Duluth. But on the way to Duluth, we stopped at some it was like some sort of like springs or something. I don't know. Everybody was in the water and like sitting on the rocks, and the water was falling down the rocks and shit. It was so beautiful. I fucking absolutely love Minnesota. They have some of the best Italian food I've ever had in my life there. The city's nice and clean. The air's clean. The people are hella friendly. How was Minneapolis whack? The people are. I'll say this: after having been to Minnesota a bunch and living in Colorado, the people are way nicer. The people are way nicer in Minnesota than in Colorado. I wonder if that cut Dan Alzen's armpit when they went to pull the jersey off and it just fucking that thick stitching on the cuffs of the jerseys. You can't really tear those. It ain't t-shirt. Oh yeah, it did. Oh my god, that shit probably hurt like a bitch. He's got a big old gash under his armpit. I bet that hurt like hell. Yeah, Midwest people are way friendlier. I mean, isn't Colorado the Midwest though too? Oh, is it expensive? Because when my mom lived there, it was way cheaper than here in Oregon. Now that was also 10 years ago, so don't let JD's negativity influence you. He'd never been to Minnesota. You don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I'll say that to his face. Not in a disrespectful way, but I'm just saying. He was shitting all over Minnesota the other night. You never been there, bro. I'll go to Minnesota over New York City 10 times out of 10 every time. You couldn't pay me money to go to New York City. The most unfriendly people, the dirtiest, smelliest city. I don't know. New York is wretched, bro. It's an absolute fucking herpes sore. New York City is like an infected herpes sore. Just gets worse and worse and worse, and when you think it's gone away, it comes right back. Yeah, nah, I would go to Minnesota over New York every time. Wait, what's happening? Cloning machine's turned on. Who's coming out the machine? If it's not going to be Jalen Brunson it's going to be a New York Nick, isn't it? Or John Cena. Obafemi? Boom, boom. Carl Anthony Towns. Zesty ass Carl Anthony Towns. That's Carl Anthony Towns. What am I watching? Bro, he just steps over the top rope. He's tall. Choke slam through the table. And then my screen froze. I almost choke slammed him through the fucking mat. First time in the Garden since the Knicks won the title. That was like 3 weeks ago, bro. Why is Michael Cole acting like they haven't been there in 10 years? Danhausen is still fucking undefeated. How did they get Carl Anthony Towns in that box? I think the back of that cloning machine was open, so I think he came through Gorilla and then walked through the box as the door was falling. Yeah, that had to have been. There's no way he was just stuffed in that box. He had to have just ducked his head and walked right through it, and you can't tell because of all the smoke. He would have had to have stand there hunched. That thing's been sitting at the top of the ramp the whole entire show. He's just standing fucking crumpled over like this. Nah. So Carl Anthony Towns cursed him. The triple D. Danhausen death drop. Michael Cole just said things got catastrophic. Uh, JB, I think, are you okay, bro? It's okay, chat. He must be feeling under the weather or something. I've just never seen a bigger lower jaw and chin on a woman. It just looks like steroid jaw to me. I didn't really notice it when she wore makeup. It's like they've been just doing the storyline with Ira and Bailey for like a year, and now they're going to go for another year with it because of the heel turn. Yes, thank you. Cut off Michael Cole for Club WWE, and then my stream cut that bullshit off too. Who here is a big mark in the crowd? Show me the waving emoji if you consider yourself to be a mark. And let me know if you actually paid $100 up front for a year's worth of Club WWE just to get a blue small piece of in-ring used canvas collectible. Doesn't tell you where, what match, who was in the match, who wrestled on the mat that night. It's just a piece of used in-ring canvas. It's actually probably a piece of the Evolve canvas is what I'm guessing. What else do we get? A little pin that says Club WWE, just like that logo on your screen. A founder's pin. Ooh. Is it blinged out? Is it dripped in 24 karat gold and platinum with diamond studs all over it for $100? Of course not. It's brass. It's literally lead with brass paint. What else do we get for $100? JB, don't act like you're just now hearing about WWE Club, bro. John Cena's been pimping this shit all year. John Cena's been pimping WWE Club since he announced the John Cena Classic at WrestleMania. Club WWE, but then they just never said anything about it until the other night. And it's going to be $100 a year, but you have to spend the $100. You can't just do like month to month, right? You have to. You get a year when you pay $100. There's no monthly breakdown. It's just $100 for 12 months. I think you get notified earlier than normal when tickets go on sale. I think you get a discount on some merch. Trust me, the value that you're going to get, you're not going to make $100 back that you gave WWE. They'll make sure of that. Eddie! Okay, my stream completely just went doo-doo. Oh, that's a terrible sound. Oh no, what happened? I got force feedback and all kinds of weird noises in my ear. 1 second, chat. This has been all kinds of shit. What's good, Eddie? How you been, brother? How's your Saturday going? Eddie? I took a poll earlier. I was asking the chat, who's watching Saturday night's main event? Who's watching Collision? I said, be careful what you answer, because, you know, your answer might determine or not whether you, not you specifically, but just whether everyone in general, like, I'm like, I hope nobody's watching Collision. It'd be a shame to start benching all of my supporters. Which is obviously a sarcastic joke, if you couldn't tell. Haha, I'm so funny. What's not funny is this stream tonight. This has been ass. This has been a buffer fest. I have not gone without buffering this entire stream. I cannot get it to just let me watch the fucking show in peace. Oh, we've got commercials? Are y'all on a commercial? There's a commercial on a paid subscription service is fucking, that's another thing WWE is gonna really regret if they don't knock that shit off. People are not happy about paying for subscriptions and being forced to watch ads. People are gonna drop Netflix and Peacock more and more and more they do that. Guess what, JB? There was a pre-show to Saturday night's main event, and we missed Trick Williams versus Laredo Kid. They put that match on the pre-show. Why is there a Saturday night main event pre-show for a 2-hour show that's like a weekly Raw or SmackDown? And they put the one good match on the pre-show to this shit? They didn't say that. So we don't even get to watch that. We don't even have that to look forward to. I mean, so we're going to end the show with Roman Reigns and Jalen Brunson holding the ones up at the top of the ramp? Yeah, I know, JB. I know. This hasn't even felt like a Saturday night's main event. This has just been all commercials. Stiff as a board, Tom Brady going to be in a match? I think not. Chat, my guy for England, Jude Bellingham, he has scored the most ever goals in a single World Cup by an Englishman with a total of 7. He's a midfielder. He doesn't play the front. He's not a striker. He plays midfield. If you know soccer, you know how insanely difficult that is to pull off. Oh, so they changed your theme. Oh, chat. Fuck. Role model. And there goes the feet again. Surely Lyra wins to justify the heel turn. 101 booking. Lyra's gushing. Like she's literally dripping blood. Oh, Eddie, you were watching Saturday night's main event and not Collision. Good shit, bro. Or just smart to answer only WWE. Either way, well played, bro. So Lyra's transformation was just, fuck it, I'm just not gonna wear makeup anymore. She broke her nose? Was that what Wade Barrett just said? I don't fucking know, chat. I can't even get the fucking stream to stay on. Why? Yeah, for hyperbole. I'm trying to get a good look at her nose to see, but I can't stay on my the feed won't stay streaming long enough before it buffers. So I can't get a good look at Lyra's face. Need Otis up in here. Shout out to my bro. If you see if you see the little sign right here, chat, where's Big O? Anybody notice the sign in my thumbnail? Where's Big O? Oh, you're lucky, JB. I wish it was. Why isn't this on YouTube? I don't know. What was the point of having Trick Williams versus Laredo Kid on the pre-show, dude? How did they come up with Trick Williams versus Laredo Kid anyways? That's kind of random, I ain't gonna lie. JD has not even 200,000 subs on YouTube. WWE has hundreds of millions. I would think WWE could get paid enough from running shows on YouTube. I think they'd be fine. If JD can afford to have multiple properties in New York City and multiple vehicles in New York City on less than 200,000 subs, there ain't no doubt in my mind that WWE can afford it. Exactly. Look at AAA. They're on YouTube. I don't know if they're making money at AAA though. WWE might be eating a lot of money coming out of AAA just to get them on YouTube and get eyes on the product. Because I think long term, eventually, like I already feel like it's already turning around. I already feel like people are getting more and more and more into AAA. So yeah, but YouTube takes $33 of that 100. Mike Rouse, what? This year wrestling is so uninteresting that JD's numbers have gone way down. He's not making the money he was making last year. Actually, YouTube might take 2/3. People aren't willingly super chatting like they were last year. So JD's to try to keep making the same amount of money, he's got to incentivize now. So he's brought back the wheel and he's given people an incentive to give super chats by offering merch. It's a good idea. I don't think he's crying about super chats. JD's never been the type to beg people for super chats. That's why I always stayed with JD and I said, fuck that fool JCS. Fuck Joe Cronin. Instead of Kill Bill, it's Kill Bailey with the yellow and black on. Just leave Bailey hung on the second rope for a minute so we can just stare at the posterior. Yeah, be careful how you talk, Mike. You can't just say shit like that. JD crying for super chats. That sounds really negative and like you don't like JD. What a disrespectful pin. Oh yeah, I think her nose is broke. Or is she bleeding out of her eye socket? Where's she bleeding from? I can't tell. They haven't shown her face flush on the camera on my TV. Yeah, good. You're good to stop watching Joe. Joe's a piece of shit. And I'd say that to his face. That dude is the biggest mark jobber. He's right there next to fucking Doofus McGoofus. My baby dollar. CM Punk has returned to WWE. Hey, tell me, what's Goon's View doing now that CM Punk's actually returned to WWE and he can't clickbait that shit anymore? What's his gimmick? Lyra Valkyria looks like she's been in a horror movie. I'm not gonna lie. I love how when I talk shit about somebody in the IWC, you guys all go, yeah, but I still follow him or still listen to him, but it. Wait, she's got her hand on her nose, but her nose is broke. Oh my god. This is hard for me to watch. Yeah, I think her nose is broke. What kind of fucking neck torque was that? What's happening with this match? I'm pretty sure Lyra's nose is broken. I can kind of see it on the bridge. Yeah, her shit's broke. Oh, God, I hate this show. I hate this show. I'm done with the Saturday night's main events. I don't want to see these no more. I don't want to see these no more. These have just become advertisement pimping for WWE for the shows they actually care about. They don't give a fuck about Saturday night's main event. Joe Cronin, I don't know how he's been recently because I quit watching him a long time ago, but he used to beg for money. He did. He used to multiple times per show. His wife, they were constantly berating their chat, guilt tripping them to send money, to send gifts, super chats, whatever, however you did on YouTube back in the day. I can't stand BC Amplified either. You know, in Austin Powers, how you had Doctor Evil was his name, and then Mini Me, or was it Doctor Strange? Doctor Evil, right? I don't remember. Whatever the bald dude's name was with Mini Me. I feel like BC Amplified is JD's Mini Me. Yeah, no, I cannot. I cannot stand BC Amplified. He's got to be the most annoying person to be around in real life. Unless he acts totally normal. But the way he acts on YouTube and how he talks and shit, yeah, nah. Oh my god. The slam on the steps, on the edge of the step. She ain't even flat back bumped it. Bailey's not coming back in 4 months. She's probably going to AEW. That's what the rumor is. I'll put one up in Lyra if that's what you're talking about. I ain't putting the one up for Lyra. She gonna need a rhinoplasty. What? What? What is this? Oh shit. Cornette, JD, D'Antoni, Solid Monster, Jesse, the Big Hooli, and that's it. You know, Guardian, I'm about the same. I just don't have enough time to listen to D'Antoni or Solid Monster all the time. I listen to Cornette, JD, Solid Monster when I have enough time, and you. D'Antoni, I haven't watched D'Antoni in a long time. I haven't had enough time. And honestly, I kind of got a little butthurt when it came to D'Antoni because for some reason he unfollowed me on Twitter, and I don't know why. So I don't know. I must have said something on Twitter that offended him or something. But I was kind of bummed out. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, WWE New York's not coming back. JB, are you watching the show? Do you understand English? Are you watching the Spanish broadcast, bro? Because WrestleMania is in Riyadh, right? So it's going to be early in the morning for us to watch it. So because we don't have a WrestleMania to go to or attend, they're going to have the NXT Stand and Deliver and a AAA PLE take place inside Madison Square Garden after both nights of WrestleMania. One night is going to be NXT, and then the other night's going to be AAA. So wrestling won't be over after Mania is over. It'll continue. That's pretty sick, actually. That's actually a good fucking idea. So you have a WrestleMania watch party, you pack Madison Square Garden out, and then 2 nights in a row you have a PLE at the end of WrestleMania night. That's sick. It's also a huge money grab by WWE, but if they're going to do WrestleManias overseas, this is how they combat that. And this is how they appease the US crowd. They scheduled the pay-per-view in Chicago the same night as All Out. I don't even register AEW as like anything. Like they're not comparable. Like AEW is like a televised GCW. I'd rather watch TNA or AAA. Literally, rather watch NXT. I'd rather watch Danhausen's Midget Housens. Bro, JB, me and my sister used to drive about an hour and a half away up into Washington to this little rundown old ramshackle theater. We'd pay $5-6 to get into the theater. You get a wristband. If you're 21 and over, you stay on the ground level because that's where they would serve alcohol. If you were younger than 21, you had to go to the upper tier balcony and watch from up there. But tickets were $7, and then they had like everything that that the movie theater offered for movies, like pizza slices, popcorn, hot dogs, nachos. And it wasn't like a AMC. It wasn't like an American corporate owned movie theater. It was like mom and pop run. So you got good deals, decent prices on food and beer pitchers of beer and shit. But people would just order pitcher of beer after pitcher of beer during the pay per view, and you got some really crazy crowds packing out that theater, hooting and hollering for like Triple H and The Rock and Stone Cold and shit back during the Attitude Era. It was so fun to watch pay per views on the movie theater screen. It really was. Just to be in a theater with like hella wrestling fans and shit. And everybody hated Triple H. I'd wear my Triple H t-shirts and cheer for him. Everybody'd be like, "Fuck you." God, man, those were the days. The movie theater pay-per-view watch-alongs were the best. It was funner. It was cheaper and well, I guess if you take into consideration like gas money and then food and drink, you're still paying about the same as like paying $50 to order it on TV at home. But it was a funner experience. You got to talk about the pay per view and what you were excited for driving up. Then you get to watch it, and it's a real comfortable experience. You get, you know, get some good beverages, some good snacks. The pay per views were always good most of the time. And then on the drive home, we'd be all tired and our voices would be shot from screaming and yelling, and we'd be like, "That was so fun!" Like it just made the pay per view seem that even made them feel that more important and that much bigger than they feel now. Oh yeah, AEW's god awful. I don't know how they're still on TV. It's just because Tony Khan has enough money. He's just draining money. He's just bleeding out money. I don't think AEW and how long they've been around? 7 years? I don't think they've turned a profit in any year that they've been on TV. I don't know how they could. He's paying the wrestlers way more than they're getting back in pay-per-view buys. They don't have a TV deal. He's just been bleeding money for 7 years. I wonder how much money he's lost on AEW and how long that's going to continue until someone cuts the plug on that shit. Tony Khan's not worried about it because he knows at the very worst he can put the company up for sale and get all the money he's been bleeding out for 7 years back. Which is why I think his dad's allowing them to continue to just spend money on the fucking company because they'll make it back when they sell it. But the problem is when are they going to sell it? I appreciate you for listening to me and Otis, Guardian. I know you've been putting a lot of content out. I'm not gonna lie, I get kind of overwhelmed because like you put a lot of tweets out, and I don't know which one. I just I get kind of like what's the term? Like so, if you don't see much interaction from me on Twitter, it's just because it's just so much shit on my Twitter, and I'd rather just go watch your streams. But I meant to watch some of your content earlier in the week, and I was just horrible time management wise. But I haven't forgot about you. I have notifications for you turned on, but it don't ever notify me. Like, I'll find it when I go into YouTube at the end of the night, and I'll see it then, but it's hard to find you when you're doing a premiere for me for some reason. You're wearing a bitch ass number 19 shirt. Hot girls eat Arby's. Hot girls eat Arby's? Said nobody ever. And who said she was hot? Oh, good. This show's coming to an end finally. Is this the last thing on the show? Where's the UFC watch along? Cypher. I don't do fight night watch along. I only do the PLEs, the pay per views. Because there's a UFC fight night every fucking week. I don't have enough stream time. But this has been a dog ass. Actually, I might cut over to the UFC when this is over because this shit has sucked ass. And there's only one soccer game left. He said, "Tell him, punk!" Like they were Legion of Doom and shit. And Animal was like, "Tell him, Hawk." Well, it seems to me that it seems to be. God, I remember so many of the Legion of Doom promos. I used to be able to recite them shits by memory. An hour and 15 minutes, 3 matches to the finale. Wow. Good. They cut CM Punk off. Thank you, Jesus. Let's finish this up in the next 10 minutes, boys. We don't need to go ride it out till 7 o'clock. Oh, it's not over. This is the last match, but we still have Roman Reigns and Jalen Brunson. AAA starts at 7. I could just stay on for AAA, actually, if y'all want to watch AAA with me. And then it won't buffer because it's on YouTube, and I can watch it smooth all the way through. Oh, look at the little kid's Cody coat. Freedom. You come from me. My dreams, but not my name. You'll follow me to the end. I am my kingdom. Mhm. Do, 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 do. Out the good nights go on alone. I don't. I don't even know who's fighting. Uh, Other than Duplessis and Usman, I have no idea who's even on the card, bro. You took my dreams, but not my name. You'll follow me to the end. Shout out to England for beating France in one of the funnest games of the whole tournament that absolutely meant nothing. But I think that allowed the players to just kind of play freely. They weren't taking it seriously. They weren't crying about fouls and shit. I feel like every soccer game needs to be like that one we saw today, for real. What do you see? Cody is milk toast, according to Future. I feel like a lot of people in my stream would agree. A plot hole. The cult of personality. But WWE's been doing this year. They've been sending the champion out before the challenger in main event matches on PLEs. I'm not sure why. I've been making that comment to Otis. Like, why have they started doing this? Mark Shapiro for TKO came out recently in an interview before Mania, and he said they're changing the names of some PLEs. They're going with some new concepts. They're retiring old, outdated concepts. And I think this is part of what he was talking about. Like the way that things were just so traditionally done and you couldn't change it. I think TKO is like, says who? And I think they're trying to undo and change a lot of things that Vince McMahon was very, very strict about for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like a champion coming out before the challenger, but that's what we're doing. What do you mean you don't like being cynical? Aren't we all cynical about this shit? What are you apologizing for? Cult of personality. Anybody if anybody want to join me on the panel for the main event, I can send you the link and I'll pull you up here on the window. And you can give us all your thoughts and commentary on whatever match. So open invitation to whoever wants to join me on the panel. Just let me know in the chat. And if you have Twitter, I can DM you the link. Okay, so my feed left, came back, and I have no sound. I've got picture with no buffering, but I have 0 sound. Okay. Yeah, sounds about right. Bitch ass WWE. Fuck. Darling General Gunther. Just for shits and giggles, I actually hope Gunther just destroys all 3 of these pieces of milk toast. I actually want Gunther to just destroy all 3 guys. I don't. This watered down version of Punk, I can't stand. I really can't. I'm not saying he hasn't been good in this role. I'm not saying he's had great matches in this role, but my God, his character is terrible. Cody Rhodes is, everybody feels the same way about Cody Rhodes. And is there any diehard Sami Zayn, homeless Sami Zayn gimmick fans in my chat? Just out of curiosity. Fuck yeah, Future. I've been playing bowling for like 3 days, bro. Getting my shot all dialed in and shit because my homies were talking about playing bowling and stuff. So I was like, let me get an early head start on learning the game. Yes, sir. I've only played 1 career match, but I was just playing exhibition matches. But yeah, I found the game. Oh, Punk punched Sami Zayn on the top rope. And buffering. It's okay. I kind of like how you line your shot up and release it and everything. I think the biggest complaint I have with the game is the interface kind of glitches sometimes and it freezes and you can't like select anything. I'll be hitting buttons or moving the directional pad and nothing happens. And then the animation, let's say you throw the ball and you get a strike, it goes to the replay, right? That replay, the way the ball moves down the lane and the pins move is not. Maybe I'm just dating myself, but I really loved how responsive and how real Wii bowling felt back in the day on the Wii. And this don't feel like that. And watching the replay of you throwing the ball down the alley, the way that it goes down the alley, like it just looks like it's just sliding. It looks like it's being pushed down the lane, and then the way the pins move look like they weigh nothing. I don't know. It's just kind of hooky, the animating. But overall, the gameplay itself, I kind of fuck with. I like it. there needs to be more options for like customizing your player and shit, but maybe they'll add that stuff over time. I don't know. Wait, Little Nate is losing control. See, CM Punk back in the day would have never worn gear colored to the pro teams of whatever stadium they're in. Like he's wearing orange and blue knit colors, bro. It's just corporate kiss ass Punk. I hate it. I hate it. Whoa, he landed right at Lillian Garcia's feet. Yeah, I'm not sure who. I don't know who the fight you're talking about with the women. I'm not. I don't know who Fatima is. Nothing this year in the UFC is going to beat America 250 or Freedom 250, whatever it was called. That was one of the best UFC shows ever. Whatever your stance on politics, whether you think the UFC is corrupt or all the fights are legit, like put all that bullshit aside. Visually and with the eye test, the White House in the background lit up, the darkness of night, seeing the fans, like the little bit of fans there, and then when they cut to the crowd out in the park, and then the fights we got. That was just something else, man. It was such a visual, it was such eye candy. I'm like, damn. Like watching Conor McGregor slow ass walk to the octagon in Vegas, like old times, is just like. I mean, I'm like UFC. You kind of fucked up by doing that big old grandiose production, because now I want to see more of these. The Mexico show at the Sphere last year, right? Visual eye candy to the 100th degree, just in a different way. CGI related eye candy, but still, the way that shit looked was crazy. And every fight had like a different background and shit. That was a sick idea that Dana White had. That was one of the better shows of last year. I don't know what they're gonna do next for in terms of like some big epic visual thing, but I need more of that in the UFC. Because just going to the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas all the time, ain't it? Or going to just boring basketball stadiums around the country, ain't it? Disaster kick. Cody Cutter. Now he takes off his Hollywood Hogan belt. Triple H said tonight was going to be special. Does anybody think that there's an iota of a chance that The Rock shows up tonight? How's Moana doing at the box office? It ain't really lighting the world on fire, is it? Let's look at Moana's opening weekend numbers. Opening gross for Moana. Is the movie not out yet? How much did it? A $250 million budget, and they only made 68 million opening weekend. Is that considered a flop? With an estimated 43 million domestically during its open weekend, with a global totally of roughly 95 million. That ain't bad. But still, if your budget was 250 million, you need more money. I feel like if this movie is a flop, we're gonna get Dwayne soon. I think so. Tanked for a Disney animated. Yeah, right. For a Disney movie, that's kind of low. With a budget that high, not hitting 100 million opening weekend is kind of shit. It is shit. They made less than half their money back. They should have. If it would have been a hit movie, they would have made their money back and then some, right? They would have made at least like 100, 150 million, some shit like that, opening weekend. Then have another like strong second weekend, and then you're probably almost back to zero. It just keeps buffering, bro. Oh, he Gunther poked Punk's eyeballs out. Yeah, they want to do a live action like it was like Jungle Book when Jungle Book did their live action or Lion King. It's like the movies. Jungle Book has been out for like 50 years. Lion King's been out for like 30 years. And did Lion King even didn't Lion King flop the live action? I've never been into the live action off of animated movies. I never was. I didn't really like the live action Jungle Book either. Cuz I grew up on the animated, so seeing live action is kind of weird to me, to my eyes. Clothesline by fucking Gunther onto Cody. Go to sleep to Gunther by CM Punk, but CM Punk falls down in a heap. This is awesome, the crowd's chanting. Jeez. That's why. They just love their plate of dog shit. Yeah, for real. This will probably go around another 5 minutes, and then they'll give 15 minutes to fucking Roman Reigns and Jalen. It's gonna take Roman Reigns 10 minutes to get to the ring anyway, so he'll cut some stupid acknowledge me. Oh, the New York Knicks acknowledge them. Slow stroking it, you know. Oh no. So we're not doing a fatal 4-way then? Where's Nick Aldis? Nick Aldis is just gonna let his ass get whooped a bunch of times by Gunther and not show up, huh? Oh no shit, Cypher? Enum Claw? God, I haven't heard that place in a long time. Enum Claw. It's been a hot minute. That's what's up. I'll probably end up watching the fight night after I'm done doing all this. Why would he slide so far to stick his leg out? Okay, there's Nick Aldis. Thank you. Thank you. So not a fatal 4-way. How does JD know all this shit, man? How did he know it wasn't going to be a 4-way? I thought it was obvious. Okay, so we're getting Nick Aldis and Gunther. No, it's gonna be. Is it gonna be Sami Zayn and Gunther with Nick Aldis as referee? Nick Aldis is gonna be a referee at SummerSlam. I know it. I can feel it in my bones. Did Punk break his nose? God, you know, I keep saying I want to see Io and Rhea making out and shit. I'm afraid that these two are gonna start making out. There's probably a better chance that these two start kissing at the end of their match. I want to see that. Stop hugging each other with your wet ass slobbery bodies, bro. I bet Sami Zayn stinks like BO. I bet he doesn't wear deodorant. He looks like he stinks. No fatal 4-way. I don't know how JD knew that WWE wasn't going to do it. I thought they made it so blatantly obvious that they were going to do a fatal 4-way. Because they fucked Sammy. So they really fucked Sammy. Because at least, like JD said last night, at least if it's a fatal 4-way, at least Sami Zayn gets a main event at SummerSlam out of it. You know, not the champion, but at least that's something. Now he don't get shit. So what's going to happen with Gunther and Nick Aldis? What does this put Sammy? Maybe Sammy goes on a tirade and he says, "Look, I got screwed again." They going to make it a 3-way and add Sammy, or is Sammy going to be a special referee for their match? What is Sammy? Sammy gets nothing at SummerSlam, really? Damn. Oh, he hit him in the face with the belt. What was that about? He literally just accidentally whipped Cody in the eye with the belt. Yeah, I know, Otis. You said he was going to interfere for sure. I said Nick Aldis is going to be special ref either tonight or at SummerSlam. But I thought they were doing a Fatal 4-way. I don't know. They still could make him a ref. They could make Gunther versus Sammy because Sammy's going to be pissed off at Gunther. Because Gunther said, "Don't ruin SummerSlam for me." Sammy didn't. Gunther ruined it for Sammy. Because I was saying earlier, so what? Is just Nick Aldis just going to keep getting his ass whipped and do nothing about it? He had to show up. I just thought he was going to show up in a different manner. I didn't actually think he was going to show up tonight. I thought there was a possibility they would announce him as ref for tonight, but it makes more sense for him to be at SummerSlam. But that was also before they announced like the Fatal 4-Way shit stipulation that ended up not being a stipulation anyway. So what was the point? WWE just, I don't know, bro. Sometimes the way that their mind works when they're doing shit don't make no sense. And how the road that they take to get to places is always like head scratching when it should just be very easy and very like understandable for everybody. They try to like throw in all these like swerves and like tricks, and a lot of them don't work and they don't fit with the storyline and it comes off cringy. But yeah, Otis said that Aldis was going to interfere tonight, and he did. Shout out to Otis. No, don't start buffering again. Nick Aldis coming back to wrestling for the first time in years in Minnesota, huh? Boo. The World Heavyweight Championship is going to be free on ESPN or what? They just showed the ESPN logo next to the match. Club WWE member. So Jalen Brunson has a Club WWE member founders hoodie on. That's why they're bringing him out there to pimp Club WWE to everybody. Oh, god damn, bro. You know, WWE, you got some motherfucking nerve, bro. Straight up. I remember when I was growing up to be a teenager, right? Coming out of being in a little kid phase. And we were going from the golden era to the attitude era. I remember understanding at a young age how smart Vince McMahon was, right? And by the time we got to mid attitude era, for sure towards the end of attitude era, I was already of the mindset like if I ever got to talk to anybody behind the scenes running the show or like talk to Vince McMahon, like you know how people talk a bunch of shit online and then they see their favorite their streamer or whoever they were talking shit about and then they just hey, how's it going? Like I would have kept the same energy for Vince. I really would have. I would not have switched up and been like, "Oh my god, it's so great to meet you." I would have told him, "You were like my hero. You were my childhood hero at one time. I wanted to be a pro wrestler so bad." And then I started learning like, you know, how shisty people are in the business and stuff like that, and it really made me rethink would I if I had the chance to be a wrestler, like would I? Cuz I wouldn't stand for a lot of shit. And if I was getting wronged by people, oh, I'm for sure doing something about it. Whether it's going to management and trying to get a storyline out of it and maybe try to get me pushed on the card, if even if I have to like join, you know, bring the guy I can't stand along with me if it's interesting enough to the writers and the bookers, they'll put it on TV. So, but that's just like that would be like a best case scenario type of deal. The type of person, like my type of personality is, I don't really know how to mince words. I don't really know how to properly think something out and tell somebody how I'm feeling in an understandable yet respectful manner. Like it's just like right away, and whatever is in my head at the time comes out of my mouth. And sometimes it fucking doesn't go well. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know, man. WWE's got some serious course correcting to do, in my estimation. They were white hot a couple years ago, and where we've gone because of egos, mainly The Rock and Triple H is who I'm talking about here. And you know me, Chad, I get mad when people shit on Triple H. Like, I'm a Triple H guy, but this is just, I already said this. This felt like advertisement mania. This didn't feel like no Saturday night's main event. Like, what the fuck was this show? Was there some entertaining parts? Of course. But overall, a 2-hour show that's not a PLE, and you had a pre-show, and the only match anybody would give a damn about, like to the real hardcore wrestling fan, you put that on the pre-show. Did anybody know that there was a pre-show to this show? I was looking at Saturday night's main event tonight as like the pre-show to SummerSlam next weekend, or in 2 weekends. But they put Trick Williams and Laredo Kid on the pre-show. That's kind of a slap in the face to Trick Williams more than it is Laredo Kid, if I'm being honest. At least we didn't have to see or hear Yeet, right? I'm trying to find the positives for this show tonight. And this 2-hour show made me wish I was just still watching England versus France, and they could have found some way to extend that fun game for the last 2 hours. Because even though it was for third place and it didn't mean anything, that was literally one of my favorite games of the tournament, just because of all the action. I've never seen 10 goals scored in a soccer game in my whole life. 6-4. That's like a baseball score, chat, at the end of 9 innings. Never even. I've seen like a team score like 5 or 6 in a game, but I've not seen collectively across both teams 10 goals. 6-4 is cuckoo. You won't see that again in a long, 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 long time. Shout out to France. I thought they had a great tournament. They really could have gone all the way, but referees. And shout out to England because they really got fucked by the faultiest of all referees. Hey, James Harrison, what up? Hall of Famer. Pittsburgh Steeler. Oh, gee. They're probably booing him, huh? They don't like the Bills in New York City either. The Rula! So he's here to peep out Roman Reigns, huh? How much at MSG do you think these front row seats were behind Michael Cole and Joe Tess? I don't know. They cut Michael Cole and Joe Tess off on my screen, and now Eli Manning is talking on video. I don't know what's happening. Is this a commercial or is this the show? Gunther versus Aldis at SummerSlam. Otis, is that what you mean? Okay, so he's going to talk about either the Knicks. Yeah, he's talking about the Knicks. He's going to talk about the Knicks being in June, right? Why did it say narrated by Eli Manning? It sounds like Jalen Brunson. Yeah, it didn't sound like Eli Manning to me though. It sounded like Jalen Brunson. Out of nowhere, just fucking music and lasers start going off everywhere. Everyone's like, "Huh? What's happening? Did this just become nightclub WWE or what's going on?" Is Godfather coming out with the hose? Oh, they're introducing the Knicks like at the game. Okay. His shirt says OTC 11 because he wears number 11. What a goof. Okay, we're back to these broadcasting problems again. Hang on. Hang on. Mike Krause, you think it was $500 for a front row ticket? Maybe multiply that by like 3 or 4. Let's see. How much was a ticket to sit front row behind the commentary table at tonight's Saturday night's main event from WWE? They started from $1,500 to $2,500, bro. 15 to 2,500 starting. Did Jalen Brunson hurt himself? Why is he wearing a sling in his arm, cast? Yeah, and they're just having him walk through the whole outer part of the arena. Get him up, chat. Acknowledge them. Yes, sir, Patrick. Shut up! The girl is screaming in the microphone. Fucking hell. It sounds like Jaws when the dude's in the water getting pulled under at the beginning scene. Or the girl's getting eaten when she's swimming at nighttime and then hear the. That's exactly what that sounded like, bro. That sounded like a shark eating a human. Me. Boo, boo, boo. Uh, wasn't Issa there? I'm pretty sure she was posting earlier. Wasn't she at Fanatics Fest earlier? Watching Rhino versus Kurt on Raw back in the 90s. I think I paid 150 for front row in Kansas City. Yeah, I know. And 150 back then was like what the actual. Bro, you could go to concerts for like $65 for a good ticket. I remember, let's see, one of the first concerts I remember hearing that tickets were over $100 was like Madonna or Prince or something, and it was like, whoa! But their name was so big, you kind of understood it, but still, it was like over $100 to go see them. What, bro? 2026 said, "Hold my beer." We'll see your 150 and raise you 10 times that type shit. Who's deciding how much inflation goes up per year? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like my whole life it was just slow. But I feel like since COVID, it's gone. Please stop buffering. Oh yeah, so she is there. She's just working for the Hispanic wrestling company, right? How do you watch Santi Zap and Denise and Issa and Jesse and me and if we're all live at the same time, usually? How do you do that? Yeah, this segment is ass, and I haven't even seen any of it. I haven't even gotten the full entrance because it's just been on a buffering circle for the last 3 minutes. I don't even know what's going on right now. Are they in the ring? Are they still walking the aisle? Are they talking? Are the ones still in the air? I literally couldn't tell you because my stream tonight has been absolutely in the dumper, in the fucking bat shitter. And Otis's link to the stream that he watches, the free stream that he goes through, is like it ain't showing WWE for some reason. Yeah, video load has failed. It's like WWE figured out how to block this one tonight. Oh wait, now it's working. It's finally working. I got Otis's link to work finally for the first time all show. Now that it's over. Is it going till 7:30 or is it over at 7? Did he say New York acknowledged me already? I missed it. I'm always on your cell. You always got somebody else on your TV. I can't. I don't. Do you watch Con Man too, huh, Mike? I don't know how you can stand all these people. I can't listen to Denise for 2 seconds. I can't watch Santi's out. I for sure can't watch Con Man. Holy shit. That dude is the biggest phony bandwagoner I've ever seen. Did you see his little post he made like a week ago about soccer? Oh, I'm really liking this World Cup. You guys recommend me some teams to follow? Fuck out of here, Ginger, little toothpick nerd. I wish I could celebrity deathmatch some of these YouTube content creators. Really, you'll be the first to tell us as if we already didn't know. Mm-hmm. This is so cringe. Where's AAA at, man? Get me on some AAA, man. Watch a buffer-free show for an hour. Fuck this. So he gets his own WWE title belt instead of the team belt. Is AAA not on right now? Are they wait? Because it says it's 7 p.m. and it's 7:05, but there's no AAA on yet. They must be waiting till this goes off the air. Acknowledge us. That was ass. Acknowledge us. I like the personalized title. Yeah, it's cool. Of course. I knew that's what was going to happen. I fucking knew it. He's going to come out with who's Seth Rollins' favorite basketball team? Does anybody know? Is it the Bulls? I know he's a Bears fan, but he's got to be coming out with a one of Jalen Brunson's rivals. It is Halliburton. I called it. I said Halliburton was coming out tonight, chat. I called this at the beginning of the show. Hey, bro, you got a snapped Achilles, don't you? Halliburton, I hope, please hit Jalen Brunson with a chair. Please. Please hit him with a chair. Yeah, same, Mike. I just have the picture too. They're gonna wait until this goes off the air before they start AAA. I'm thinking is what's happening. They're gonna give it like 5-10 minutes and then go live. AAA over Saturday night. Main e shit. Halliburton finna get in the ring and bash him with a chair, huh? And just acknowledge it, bitch. You'll always be number 2. And I will always be number 1. And just acknowledge it, bitch. My rating of this show, chat, right here, 1 to 10. This is my rating, chat. You know, mic drop, I give it the pants drop. Full moon. That's my rating. Full moon. They're giving Roman Reigns a Larry O'Brien. Straight ass cheeks. And not firm, round, meaty cheeks. I'm talking flat, dimply, saggy skin. Look like they got kicked by soccer cleats ass cheeks, bro. Just nothing nobody want to look at, bro. Is he strong enough to hold that trophy? Yeah, Rikishi cheeks. Didn't we all know that this was going to happen? This literally gave me a headache, chat. Like, I have a headache behind my right eye now. JD's literally going live for this dog shit. I wouldn't. Thank you, Mike Rouse. Comment of the show. A straight fucking emoji butt crack. Oh, yeah, you should have waited 2 more weeks, bro. Come back at SummerSlam. This was worse than SmackDown, chat. This is so corny and cheesy and ass cheeks. I mean, AAA, you starting, motherfuckers? Okay, here we go. Let me get my background. We're actually going to end this stream tonight with a positive note. Y'all can go watch JD if you want. I'm watching AAA because I need to wash this sour taste out of my mouth. I just sat here for 2 hours and 15 minutes on some booty cheeks bullshit, bruh. Some straight up clapped ass cheek shit. Let's get this UFC stream on going. Who's fighting? It's still not the main event yet. Boom, boom, boom. No. Don't do it, Future. Don't do it, bro. I'm sure you're probably just kidding, but don't do it. In case you're being serious, don't do it. It ain't worth it, I promise. We got AAA, chat. If you stick around, I appreciate it. If not, I understand it. But this show's going to go by. It's going to feel like 5 minutes. And JD won't probably go live for the next 30. I would say he's probably going to go, well, or 15. JD will probably go live in 15, right? Oh, wait, watching AAA live is in Spanish, huh? Wait, I got to go. Wait, this is AAA's fucking. I got to go to WWE's YouTube. What am I doing? De AAA. Oh, there she is. She is fine as fuck. Good lord. God damn, that woman is fine. I can't even. That's crazy. Six 619. I'm on WWE listening to Corey Graves because I want to hear what they're talking about because I haven't watched AAA. I didn't watch it last week, so I don't know what happened. I missed it. Booyaka, booyaka. Yeah, me and Otis on Otis's channel. Future. Oh, wait. Sorry, my bad. The World Cup final is on my channel tomorrow. Yes, I got to make the thumbnail. Yeah. I don't think it's in the morning because it was supposed to be scheduled for noon, same as today, but then they didn't go on till 2 p.m. today. So I think whatever got printed was a typo. So I think they're going on at 5 p.m. Eastern again tomorrow for the final. Who's interpreting this shit? He's asking Grande Americano's woman to come out. I know a little bit of Spanish. I can't speak it, but I can understand it. I know future, but it's wrong. It's 5 Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Whatever this printed online is wrong. I promise. And I asked ChatGPT, and they straight lied to my face. And I told them they were lying, and they said, "You're right. We're wrong." It's crazy. ChatGPT has been wrong like 10 times in the last week and a half. I don't use it anymore. I only use like Gemini and Copilot. ChatGPT is full of errors and incorrect information. Look at this woman, chat. I mean, I'd like to compensate too. Fucking hell. Holy fuck, that woman is fine. What happened? What did I miss with this woman? I missed something. Down, boy, down. Yeah, I know. I'm looking down and he's pointing up, boy, up. You know what I'm saying? They got her coming out looking like this, looking like she's soaking wet in a see-through dress. Okay, yeah, the interpreting on the English WWE YouTube is ass. I'm going to the Spanish, bro. I don't even care if I don't understand it. I can't listen to that guy cut over the promo and go. So I'm listening to AAA Spanish in my headset, but I'm watching WWE's AAA channel so I can see the subtitles. What's happening? Bro, everybody in WWE's YouTube is saying the translator is a disaster. What is the offer? Just a normal contract? Just have her back in the company doing what she was doing just for more money, right? God, she's gorgeous. Fuck me running. Uh, Chat, if I had to pick Tiffany Stratton or Andrea Basarte, I'm taking her. I'm taking the one that looks soaking wet with a see-through dress. Oh yeah, for surely. Shit, man, she is fine. Latin American Championship. Vikingo. Thank you, Mike. 100 times, 10 times out of 10, I'm taking Andrea. I'm not saying that Tiffany's not beautiful. Like Tiffany's hot. Andrea Basarte is like model looks, like pretty, like actually just stunning. Like you stop and you're just like you can't breathe type shit. Like she's gorgeous. Oh. Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. For my money, Mike Rouse, I'm taking on. Well, that says Andrade, so I'm for sure taking Lola over Andrade. But I think you meant Andrea, so I would take Andrea over Lola. But that's me. Oh, negro. What up, Eric Douglas? At this point, I'm throwing in the towel for Sammy. Do I want him to win the championship back? Yes, but I've completely lost hope. You know what, bro? Uh, Saturday night's main event was so awful. We're watching AAA right now. Well, I switched my background and shit because I wanted to end my stream on a positive note. Let me turn my volume down real quick so I can hear myself thinking I can address your comment. Welcome in, by the way. Good to have you. Uh, I had predicted that there was going to be after tonight was going to be the fatal four way. I thought we were going to end up with a fatal four way because I was assuming that's how we got Sami Zayn in the main event, even though he didn't have the belt, but he could fight for it, and it would give Sami fans, oh, he might reclaim it, that little bit of hope. Um, and they didn't go with the fatal four way, which is crazy because now they've really stuck it to Sami Zayn. And then I thought, well, maybe we still have 2 weeks of build, so maybe it'll end up being a triple threat with Cody, Sammy, and Punk, which they could still do. But if they don't go that route, and we're getting Gunther versus Aldis. Sammy's off the card? No, the force feeding of the Jalen Brunson, and then as soon as Seth Rollins' music hit, what did I say, chat? I said, who's he bringing out? When the show started, I said, so with the Knicks showing up, are we going to have like the anti-Knicks? Like, who's that going to be? Who have we seen basketball related that's not a New York Knick in the WWE recently? Halliburton. I'm trying to think. I know there's been a couple others, but I said earlier, obviously we're probably going to see Tyrese Halliburton then at some point because we already been done advertised that Jalen was coming out with Roman. God, what? It didn't even feel like a Saturday night main event. It didn't even feel like a SmackDown. It felt like back in the day when they used to do like those 1 hour shit shows like Velocity. That's what this Saturday night's main event reminded me of, was Velocity. It felt like a house show. I've actually been to house shows that were better than what we got tonight. That didn't have the pandering to the NBA crowd or the NFL crowd or the World Cup crowd or the MLB crowd. They're only doing this because they haven't sold enough tickets for SummerSlam. So they're doing Jalen Brunson. They're doing Tom Brady. They're trying to pull in all these sports athletes, thinking that fans of real sports might think, hey, we might get to meet or see Tom Brady somehow. Yeah, let's buy a ticket. It's not gonna work. And for us real wrestling fans, it's a slap in our face. AEW needs to do house shows themselves. What's a AEW, bro? I don't really know what that is. We've got a Abismo Negro, Dr. Wagner Jr., and who's the other dude? Oh, he just cracked Dr. Wagner Jr. Oh my god. Bro, that's the sound that punch made was loud. I don't know if you do AEW too, but Tekla 2 belts has happened. Oh my god. No. I so before I started doing watch alongs, Eric, I was a big AEW fan like the first 3 years of the company. And then the night that Cody left, I said to everybody, this is a huge issue. This is going to come back and bite AEW in the ass at some point. And for them to be so white hot for 3 years straight to just have the one of the founding fathers of the company go back to the abusive company that treated him like shit, I knew something was wrong. I knew something was very wrong, and you can ask anybody in my chat that's known me for a number of years. They will acknowledge that I'm not bullshitting. I was one of the first people that said AEW's got issues. And that was before Punk even got let go or fired or he quit or whatever it was. I said this like 3.5 years ago. So when I started doing my stream, AEW's already, I've only been doing this for like a year or so, year and a half, 2 years, if that. AEW's not been watchable for me for about the last 3 years. So no, if they get better, if they go back to like what they used to be, I'll start doing AEW content for sure. But as of right now, it's not worth my time. This is nobody's watching it. Mouth breathing UFC fans like paying to be in a building with famous person. We like story. These are fundamental differences TKO does not understand. Correct. Future, for sure. Yo, what up, Draco? I think he left to go. I think he left to get the title, but I hear you. Yeah, but if you remember, he had already been removed as EVP, and they didn't really say why. And I think it was he was getting into some disputes with the Young Bucks backstage. Trying to find something to eat. This guy, bro. If you knew Draco like I do, bro, his daily mission, like 5 times out of the day, is to locate something to eat. Every time I talk to this dude, that's the sound he's making in my ear when I hear him. All right, be right back, chat. Bear with me 1 second. Right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. What up? Sorry about that, chat. I started to feel some pain in my back, chat, and I don't know if it's my kidney stones or my gallstones, but I don't know if they're starting to flare up or what, but it feels like the beginning of the flare up, so I had to run out of here for a second. Oh, what I miss? As expected, JD is giving Saturday night's main event the Red Skies treatment. Yeah, of course. Within 5 minutes of me, I can have canes. He can't have canes. He's Oh, that's I thought Draco was talking. Sorry, Future. I was looking at the wrong name. Draco, you keep changing your YouTube name, bro. Stop that shit, bro. AEW was treating Brandy wrong. Cody had booked himself into oblivion. I think there was backstage turmoil with the Young Bucks. The new Dave's Hot Chicken opened like 2 miles from the house. Fuck yeah, that's about how far mine is. About 2 miles. Iguana! Everyone's wearing Mexico soccer jerseys and shit. Lola told Iguana something. Iguana's put out his drink. Oh, he spit out his drink? Oh, God. She is fucking hot, too. I can't lie. But see, when I look at Lola Vice, there's different levels of, like, hot for women. There's, like, classy hot. There's, like, almost, like, sexy hot. There's, like, girls that are attractive that have, like, the girl next door type of personalities. Now, Lola, to me, is, like, if I go into a nightclub and I see her, I'm like, oh. But if I go into a club and I see Andrea, I'm like, oh. If I see her at a restaurant, I'm like, oh. Like, I feel like Andrea's like got all of it. Who the fuck is this? What's happening here? Tatanka. Tatanka Lita? Oh yeah, Fabi Apache. And Joaquin Wild. Okay. I mean, they're not beating Lola Vice and Iguana, but okay. What did Draco say? What has he never had? Dave's hot chicken? Draco, you've never had Dave's hot chicken? The fuck? Shout out Eric Douglas. Is this the first time you've been in my stream? If you're still here, I'm terrible with names and remembering if people have been in here before or not, but thanks for stopping by, bro. Give me a follow and pop in anytime I'm live. More wrestling fans the merrier. Welcome in here. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh yeah. Los Toxica. Hey, sweetie. It's like if Reina Vulcan was wearing a Lucha Libre mask. Who? They didn't even put their names up on the screen on the AAA YouTube. Oh, they're on commentary? They're not fighting? Oh. Okay, I'm rooting for Los Toxicos then. I'm rooting for the thick blonde. That's who I'm rooting for. the men and women you root for in wrestling when you get to my age, you just start going with what appeases to your eyes and maybe other anatomical body parts at this point from time to time, because WWE ain't gonna give us what we want. So, uh, yeah, yeah. In my 20s and 30s, I didn't just pick the hottest female wrestler to root for. Now, from time to time, when it's a match that I don't really, when I'm not that interested in the match, especially when it comes to women, yeah, I am definitely not beneath picking the finest woman in the match to win. Yeah, she was at Fanatics Fest today, and a famous cosplayer, dressed up as her, and then they went viral or something when she walked up to Stephanie Vaquer's table at the Fanatics Fest. They gave each other a big hug and shit. She's just been injured. I think she tore a rotator cuff or some shit. They covered Stephanie all up though. They covered the booba and the buttocks. So if that's a problem for you, then just FYI, she has a little bit different of a look in her ring gear when she comes back. Rhea did not vacate her title. I know. Interim match. Yeah, they'll have interim champion versus real champion, just like UFC. Now, Mike, you can go into Jason's stream and tell everybody in Jason's stream that Hoolie's live. Okay? If you're gonna do it to me when they go live, I expect you to do it to them when I'm live. 50-50. Who is that in the mask with the chick from Los Toxica? What's his name? That's not Dragon Lee, is it? Or is that Dragon Lee? Is that Dragon Lee? Did he go heel now? So Laredo Kid fought Trick Williams tonight in New York, and now he's down in Mexico fighting that fast? They're doing Cena versus Punk? I've lost full control mentally of what's happening in my chat. Nothing all of a sudden is making sense. Is the Dom Lodwing versus Los Perros del Mal tonight? The who? Sorry, chat. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and I'm not understanding numerous comments for some reason. I'm trying to figure out what I missed. Just scrolling up and backtracking. Haha, Patrick. The blonde, thick blonde is right. She is big over there. I can handle that amount of woman. Yeah, she's super thick. I mean, she's like Nikki Blackheart, Reign of Vulcan. Just not so defined muscularly, but she's about the same size weight-wise. Dom versus... Wait, Dom is supposed to team up with El Grande Americano? Versus Perro Del Mar? I honestly didn't even know that, like, I covered the World Cup game earlier, and then Saturday night's main event, I totally spaced that AAA was on tonight, and so I don't even know who's on the card tonight. I'm just kind of going with the flow as they're walking out. I didn't really know what was on the schedule. Sorry, Eric. I'm not sure if that match you're talking about is tonight or not. I missed AAA last week, so I literally don't know what's going on. I'm trying to catch up. I know Damian Priest came out last week in AAA and told everybody he wants all the gold in AAA. I know that. I think Ray announced something to do with Damian Priest at the beginning of the show tonight. They're doing Rhea like when Cena versus Punk title versus title. Oh yeah, I get you, Mike. Yeah. So they're just basically going to call the number one contender the interim champion. It's really the champion versus the number one contender. They just say interim champion if the real champion can't go. It's like champion A versus champion B. Oh my God, who just did that? Was that Apache just flew off the top rope? Baby Apache. She's taking the Tatanka gimmick and run with it. Full swing. They should put her in a tag team with Fallon Henley. Then you could call them Cowboys and Indians. And then you could get canceled for fucking being racially insensitive. It was a joke shot. I wasn't being serious. Look at her. Fabi Apache flew off the top rope. Good on her. And Los Toxica caught Oliver too. Damn. Come on, wardrobe malfunction. Come on. Pop a titty. Pop a titty. Might be a stupid question, but is this a number one contender match? I'm assuming that. I'm watching the AAA channel, so it's in all Spanish. So I don't know what they've said about the match. I'm just assuming because obviously Lola Vice and Iguana are on commentary. They're scoping the competition. I would assume that would be safe to say. Mike Rouse says yes. Oh, and apparently, Eric, that Dominic Mysterio Americano match is tonight. I think that's what Patrick Palmer was responding to you. They don't make it clear. Like, they don't tag people that they're responding to in the chat. They just respond. So I don't know half the time if they're talking to me, if they're talking to somebody in the chat about something. If multiple conversations are happening, I just read the comment and I either figure out if I understand that they're responding to me or I'm confused like I am right now. Sorry. That is not Laredo Kid. Laredo Kid isn't the Laredo Kid the Latin American champion? Didn't he fight Trick Williams tonight at Saturday night's main event? You know what? I'm just going to answer my own question. What's the show tonight? What's the name of this show? And my girl got the pin. I want to know who the dude in the red mask is. Oh, the Latin American Championship was the last match. It was Dr. Wagner Jr., Abismo Negro, and Tejano Jr. Who won? I had to run out the room real quick. Who won that match? There's no featured appearance tonight from Los Perros del Mal. Fallout from last week's confrontation between Dominic Mysterio, Grande Americano, and Los Perros del Mal ahead of Verano de Escandalo. So I guess the match isn't tonight. I guess they're going to further the storyline until that show, Verano de Escandalo or whatever. Here we go right now. Now this is really what in the NXT is going on here. They got one of the kids that's green as grass from NXT in this group now with Daga and Umberto and Garza and Carmen Petrovic from NXT. Huh? That's the most random pairing of people I've ever seen. Wagner Jr. won the title. The guy in the red mask is Laredo Kid. Then who fought Trick Williams, Patrick? He couldn't be in two places at the same within an hour of each other in two different countries. It's not possible. I'll figure it out in a second. Yeah, Patrick, I'm going to say it again. Dude in the red mask is not Laredo Kid. I'm pretty sure that was Dragon Lee. It is Laredo Kid. Wait. So is this live? This isn't live then? Oh, it's not live. My bad, Patrick. I truly apologize, bro. You know your stuff. I'm sorry. I was just going by the fact that there was no way he could be in two places at the same time. You know what I mean? I didn't realize this was pre-recorded. I thought this shit was live. Again, Pat, my bad, bro. You were right. You were right, bro. You're like, yeah, I know, dummy. My bad, bro. You got that one. He was wearing a completely different outfit tonight than he on SNME than he was in AAA though. That threw me off. That threw me off. Yeah, I know it was only a one-off with Trick. I didn't think he was going to the main roster. I just knew he couldn't be in New York and Mexico at the same time tonight. It was not possible. The show started right after main event got off the air. He wouldn't have had time to even be halfway there on the plane yet. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, how's this happening? La Hydra from Los Toxica for the mixed champs. Damn, Octagon got really fucked up, huh? He had a neck injury. All right, so that was AAA, huh? Is that it? I think so. No? I don't know what's going on. Oh no, it's Perros Del Mar. The show ain't over yet. Perros Del Mar. Oh, that's right. The show started late because of Saturday night's main event. That's right. This will be the final segment of the night. This will be the final segment, chat. Told you it goes by fast, bro. This show torches by in the blink of an eye. There goes Tessa Blanchard's ex-husband walking down the aisle first, and there's Angel Garza. Humberto Carrillo. I don't know who this Perro's name is from NXT. Carmen, she must like the Latin men. She's like, I'll go down to Mexico for sure. For sure, for sure. Los Perros del Mal. OTM. Oh, Bronco Nima. That's right. I haven't memorized all the men's wrestlers' names down there in NXT because I don't give a fuck. Not gonna lie. It's gonna be a long time before the next chosen one type of men's superstar comes out at NXT. Who they've got down there now, none of those guys are him. NXT men's division is a bunch of mid carders and tag team guys that'll be put in tag teams. Dude from NXT is gigantic. Look at him. Someone in the chat said Paw Patrol Del Mal. I'm dead. Paw Patrol Del Mal? That's crazy, bro. Peligrosos. Paw Patrol Del Mal. He's like a young Damian Priest looking ass motherfucker. Bronco Nima. Yeah, no one's scared of you when all you do is just make faces, bro. All you do is make faces, bro. You actually can't wrestle that well yet. I'm tired of his facial expressions already. And what's White Girl doing? Oh yeah, you like her, don't you, Daga? Mm-hmm. You upgraded from Tessa, huh? I need water. Is somebody gonna interrupt these fools, please? Doggo might have to get in line. Carmen is quite the looker. It looks like he's at the front of the line. She has her hand all over him this whole entire segment. I think he's at the front of that line. Carmen's okay. She all right. Be right back, chat. I gotta switch my drink out. I need some water. BRB. BRB. My dog is freaking out. She wants dinner. She's like, "What the fuck is taking so long in this bitch?" Sorry, perro. My apologies, perro. Yeah, we kind of knew you all were fighting. I don't know why you had to come out and cut this long ass Spanish promo. Telling us a bunch of the obvious. And I haven't even watched this shit in 2 weeks. I suppose I should feed my dog some food. I guess. Oh, so they must be come running out, huh? Because I hear the crowd cheering in my headset. I hear these goofies. Or we're not seeing Dominic and Grande tonight, huh? Was it just Peros Del Mal cutting a promo? Wait, what? I hear something going on, chat. Let me come back. Okay. Yeah, Dominic's in 2 places at once, too. Holy shit, they're time travelers. They are fucking time traveling. Mate, I'm wiped out. Gonna hit the sack. I'll look for the soccer stream tomorrow. Got you, Future. Peace out, brother. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out in both streams. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Hope you get some rest, bro. Wait, is there a bunch of Grande Americanos? No, who's fighting? I don't know what's happened. I don't know who the other masked men are. Bronco Nima is manhandling Dom Mysterio. What is happening? A bunch of somersaults in the ring. Everybody fucking falling down all over each other. That was crazy. Now it's over. Okay. Look at everybody in WWE's chat on YouTube is like, don't end now. We don't want this to be done yet. Like, bro, everybody's loving AAA, bro. It is. It's fun and exciting, and it doesn't insult your intelligence. And are they perfect down there? No. They botch all the time. They fuck up all the time. They stutter on their promos all the time, and it's like, it's fine. So, all right, everybody's bailing without saying later. Future said later, appreciate you, Future. And hopefully they're of females, and, you know, nothing sus, because that's crazy that you said that. But, yeah, everybody bounced. All right, y'all. Well, that brings us to the end of the second live stream of the day. I'm wiped the fuck out. I felt like I had a great time today, though, especially for the soccer game. That was everything I hoped it was, and then some. So I really appreciate everybody that took the time to hang out and stay. I appreciate the love and support. Please do all the things, like, share, subscribe, yada yada yada. And I will see you back here tomorrow we got one more soccer game, man. My summer feels like it's coming to an end tomorrow. So we'll watch Spain and Argentina. We'll see how that fiasco goes, but show up, show out. We'll be seeing you tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, once again. I'm gonna hop over to JD's stream now and see what he's saying about main event, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.